Hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Arevalo, a cake decorator, coach, and teacher, and I am here to empower my fellow cake artists to unleash their creativity and unite as a strong cake community. Whether you are a seasoned professional or just starting out, this podcast is here to support and empower you on your cake decorating journey. Let me coach you for success by setting achievable goals, understanding that managing your time and having a positive mindset, knowing your customers, and learning how to teach your craft are all as important as flour, sugar, and eggs. I'll share what has worked for me from a very personal and relatable perspective. My goal is to help you establish your presence, reduce stress related to time and working hours, and engage in cake collaborations and competitions. Eventually, you could become that featured cake artist in a magazine or teach at international events just like me. Welcome to the Art Cake Coach podcast. Well, hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Christina here. So happy to have you back. Another week here. We are moving towards the end of September. This is the time of the year where time just goes by so quickly and pass so rapidly. It's like it's September and suddenly it's December and it's the end of the year. I don't know if you have the same vision as me, but I have this feeling. I've always had this feeling, and since my birthday is in September, it's like after September everything goes really fast. So here we are, almost at the end of September. Last week's episode, I'm so grateful about last week's episode with Adriano Sumbo. I still cannot believe he said yes to be in the episode, in the podcast. After listening to the episode, I have to say I'm sorry that the sound was not 100%. The connection was not very good. Of course, Adriano, moving around, he could only record it from his phone. I know there are some bits in there that you missed, but if you're patient enough to listen to the episode and really listen to what Adriana says, there's a lot of takeaways from it. And I'm planning also on a future episode with the people from Cake International, because Cake International is around the corner. We are almost there. I know it's always no, it's in November, but it's like for me in my head is like a month away because I'm finishing the competition piece, organizing everything for the demos and the classes that we're going to be doing over there. So, yeah, I want to do another episode about Cake International. I know we've been doing a lot, but there's always so much to talk about and to share with all the audience about this competition. And this competition is actually turning 30 this year, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a major deal. Now, today, I know, and please bear with me. I know that I talk a lot about time management, and it has to do. Let's connect a little bit with the idea of that I was saying at the beginning of the episode. The time passes by really quickly in this last trimester of the year. Between September and December, October, November, December, it's crazy. It goes fast. It goes so fast, and there's so much to do because you have depending on where you live, but usually we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas coming up. People just want to give the last push to their business before the next year, because we know that January is usually slow, and all of our cake business owners want to take the best of this last 3 months, or 4 months, well, three because September is almost done, to make as much money as they can, to solidify their business, to grow or scale. So I really want to just talk again. I'm sorry, but that's my thing, to talk again about time management. But in today's episode, because actually I went back to my notes and we have done so many episodes about time management, you're probably going to kill me. Um, or stop listening to me. Don't, please. Just bear with me. And I have said so many things about time management. My guests always talk about time management as well. We have covered a lot on time management in this episode. Maybe I should change the podcast name to the Time Management Cake Art whatever podcast, because I do like to talk about that a lot. But I realized that we have never talked about how to coach you to improve your time management. I mean, I'm an art K coach, like you know, I'm a K coach. I struggle with this concept. So, what am I? Am I a business coach? I wouldn't call myself a business coach. I like to say that I'm more like productive coach. It's like I want you to thrive and to be productive. That's what I want to. And my goal as, I don't know, achievement coach, results coach, you name it. But the ultimate goal is for you to get results. And time management is one of the essential parts of you being successful, have an effective management of your business, and produce results and actually thrive. So that's why I always come back to the same point. And it's that thing that really makes me happy to talk about, because it's that thing that I think I mastered in my life. So I love to share with you. But as I work with my coaches, and I have worked with my coaches in this past 2 years, one of the topics that usually comes, and I mentioned this before, is either money or pricing, is either goal setting and time management. It usually goes around that. Being overwhelmed, feeling like it's too much that you cannot bear because it's just too many things at the same time. And it always comes to the same, to time management, of course. And what I want to do with today's episode is to show you, I'm going to actually put a name into what my coachee would be like. You can call it my target audience, my avatar of who I'm going to serve, because that way you can understand how important it is for you as a cake artist, and to listen if you can actually resonate with one or two of the issues that this persona, this avatar, faces as a cake artist with time management issues. So it's like I'm going to tell you a story of a fictional character that is probably going to reflect many of you, but just for you to understand how important it is to seek help and to find time management techniques that adapt to you and that make your business succeed. So that's what today's episode is all about. Of course, about time management, but from the point of view of my target audience. And if in the way I can also help you identify your target audience, that will be great. So let's dig into today's episode. Don't go anywhere, because this episode is about to start. Hey, my sweet friend, if you like this episode and enjoy this podcast, there is only one thing I want from you. Please like, follow, and leave me a started review in any of your favorite podcast platform where you're listening to this podcast now. This way, this program can keep growing. The algorithm will show it to more cake artists who will benefit from it. Download the episode, share it on your social media, and tag me, and I'll gladly tag you and follow you back. I would love to hear what you have to say. You can leave me a voice message on Anchor, Spotify for podcasters, answer the questions and polls on the episode, or leave me a comment on my social media. Even if you don't like what I say, I would love to hear your opinion. And let me invite you to follow me on Instagram as @theartcoach, or in any of my social media accounts. I'll leave you all the links in the description of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Art K Coach podcast. So let's start with the reason why I became a coach. I became a coach because I started seeking coaching and investing on myself to improve things that I thought were on the way for me to succeed as a cake artist, or for my cake business, right? So it went around the topics, especially money mindset, pricing, business knowledge, because those were the things that for me I was lacking on. Okay, so that's why I started searching for a coach for me. When I realized how my coach worked and how much it helped me, and if we think about the timeline, this was around the pandemic, after pandemic, or post pandemic, when our businesses had to change and we had to adapt and pivot to the new reality that we were living. I don't like the term this new reality, or I think it was the call, right? New reality, or new something. I don't like the term, because I don't think it's a new reality. It was just an adaptation of the time we were living to make our business grow, or just keep afloat, because most of us were just trying to keep our business afloat. We know our industry suffered a lot after the 4 years after the pandemic, and then of course the economic crisis. I mean, all of these things that were piling up to today, 2024, had taken a big toll on our business. So I invested on myself by hiring a coach to help me with my issues. And working with my coach, I realized that most of the things that I was doing on Cake First Stay Creative had to do with helping others on the topics or on the issues that they were lacking knowledge. And one of the things that for me was easy, easy peasy, like, so comfortable, was the management of time, especially because I was doing a lot at the same time. And I was forcing myself to have a very organized routine. Otherwise, I wouldn't been able to be consistent in all of the things that I was doing. So time management came out of a necessity, but at the same time I realized that it was something that was natural on me. It was absolutely natural for me to set a goal and manage my time around that goal. For me, I saw it as logic, as easy. Okay, but that was for me. But when I hired the coach for the other things that I was not being able to see by myself, I realized, well, everybody has, like my coach has this vision of maybe pricing and time and money mindset that for me is my mind is difficult to process, but for my coach it's just natural, as time management is natural for me. So that's when I decided to dig more into being a coach, to take a course, to prepare myself to become your coach. And of course, as you learn when you're starting to be a coach, or to share your knowledge with other people, you share the knowledge that you know that you're comfortable with. Actually, when I started, I usually do that, and I think I mentioned this in the episode with my online school. Every time I started something new, I just go big. It's like, I'm going to do everything. When I started my cake business, I do everything: cakes, cookies, cupcakes, party setup. I'll even put balloons if necessary. And then with the time, I realized, no, you cannot do everything, and not everybody's your customer. With the school, the online school, it was the same. I record classes on gelatin, on teaching, on sugar paste modeling, on cookies, on cupcakes, and none of them sold because I was all over the place. There was a lot of things at the same time. And maybe my tendency is to do that, to just overdo everything. When I started the art cake coach, I wanted to serve you with everything. Um, you know, Everything that I could think of: time management, goal setting, teaching, mindset, business, pricing, you name it. Yes. Even though I still promote all of that, the core of the whole thing is actually the goal setting and the time management, because everything else is connected to this. But that is the core of what I help my coaches with, just to organize themselves. If you want to go deeper into business knowledge, I would gladly recommend you business coaches. If you want to go a little bit deeper into pricing, I can give you some tips. But if you want to go deeper, I will recommend you the best business pricing coaches in the cake business. So as I became a coach and I kept my coach because I still have a coach that helps me with other things, I realized that I had to share, or the thing that I was more comfortable sharing was the thing that came natural to me. But that for my coaches was not natural. So, all of this story is just to put you in the mind of a coachee. Why would you hire a coach? You should hire, I mean, when I say hire a coach, take a course, find the knowledge, read the book, find that thing that you're lacking is because for you is not natural. For your mind is not processing all the information as easy and as naturally as other things. So you're like, I need this piece of information, but it's not coming to me the way maybe decorating a cake would come, or maybe icing a cookie would come. So I need this. Let me find a way or hire somebody that could help me with this. So that's how I hired my coach, or why I hired my coach. This is why my coaches hired me and work with me. And that is the point in your cake business that I will say consider finding help. However, as coaches, and there are many out there's some just going to promise you a lot, like I did at the beginning, until I realized I cannot serve everything to everyone. I can't. We heard that here many times. Even our guests have talked about that. But if you find that person that resonates with you and that is having that piece of information that you're lacking, do not doubt in investing. And I'm not pitching you, buy my coaching program. No. What I'm saying is find the help. If it's a book, if it's a course, if it's a coach, just find the help, because in the long run, it's really going to be beneficial for you and your business. However, like I was saying, not every coach is for everyone, as not everyone is for you to be coached. So I sat down and I realized I need to see who my target audience is. We have also talked a lot about target audience, and you will say, Christina, you said you were going to talk about time management. Now you're talking about target audience. Because for you to understand how the time management coaching works, you need to understand who needs this information. And through the person that I'm going to describe, let me know if any of these issues resonate with you. So I'm going to put a name to my coachee today. Okay. Her name is Sarah Baker, because she's a baker, because she works with cakes. She loves sweets. And Sarah is around the age of, let's say, 32, just to give her an age. Okay. So I know that I can work with people who are young, but not too young. I'm not working with teenagers. Okay. I'm working with Sarah because Sarah is around 32, maybe a little bit older. What happens? Sarah is very talented and very passionate. She's a cake artist and a baker, right? She started like many of us from home, maybe I don't know, doing or baking cakes for family and friends. Maybe she has a kid, and she started realizing that she was talented and that she could create a business out of this. Okay, so she's been doing this for a while. She has several years of experience in the industry. So, are you listening? I'm not talking about anybody who's just starting. I'm talking about a person who's already has a knowledge of what's happening. Okay. So Sarah starts her own cake artistry business, maybe for a couple of years. She's been growing. Her client base has been growing, and she really found her skill set. Right, she really found her voice through the cake world. She likes to know what's going on, staying on top of the latest trends, and she loves creating cakes for her customers and for her clients. She loves that. Okay, so there's Sarah. Let's say Sarah, it's doing okay. Like I said, she's been there for a while. She has some goals that she would like to achieve, but Sarah has some issues. Let's talk about the issues that Sarah has and the goals that she wants and see if you can resonate with any of this. So, one of her goals is to optimize her time and streamline of process to meet deadlines more efficiently and reduce the stress and improve her work-life balance. She really wants to get to the point that she's focusing on work, she's serving the clients, she's meeting all the deadlines, but she's not stressed about it. What happens is that Sarah often finds herself struggling to manage her time effectively because she's juggling multiple cake projects at the same time, and she also has to deal with client consultations and administrative tasks. Does it sound familiar? Been there, done that, maybe? I don't know. You tell me in the comments or you tell me in my social media. Now, Sarah also wants to increase her productivity because she really wants to make her business grow. But of course, she doesn't want to compromise the quality of her creative goods and her cake design. She wants to grow, she wants to be better, and she wants to keep the level of professionalism that she has accustomed her customer to have. However, Sarah is overwhelmed and Sarah is burned out because due to the demanding nature of all the cakes that she makes and the cake artistry business, Sarah sometimes feels overwhelmed, leading to burnout and creative block. So she really wants to keep up the level. She really wants to maintain what she's been doing. She doesn't want to lose the fun of why she's starting this business, but there are points that it's just too much. When she starts scrolling on social media and see what everybody's doing, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not that good. I'm just tired. I don't have the creativity that I had, or the time that I had. I mean, my business is growing, which is great. I have more clients and more inquiries, but I'm just tired. I'm just tired." Now, Sarah set herself some goals to achieve, right? She wants to not only achieve those goals, but she wants those goals to be realistic, to be actionable. And she wants to align that with her long-term vision for her cake business. Like she has an idea of what she wants. She has an idea where she wants to go. Maybe she wants to move out of her home business and have her own space. Maybe she would like to hire some help, but she has a lack of clarity. She doesn't know where to start. Sarah struggles to set clear and achievable goals, uncertain about the steps she needs to take to grow her business because she actually doesn't know where to start. Have you been there? I've been there. It's like, okay, I know I want to get there, but I don't know the steps. I don't know how to get to that place. I dream, I envision my business, how I want it in the future. I envision myself, talking to my clients and maybe teaching or getting an award. But how do I get to that point? I have no idea how to connect point A to point B. Then these things happen. She really would love to have support. And she really would love to have always a positive mindset and overcome her self doubt and stay motivated even during challenging times. We all love that. But what happens is Sarah finds herself experiencing moments of self doubt and imposter syndrome because she doesn't feel that she can get to the point that she wants to get, from point A to point B. She sees everybody else that looks like they have it all figured out, but she's not figuring it out. So that really can hinder her confidence and her decision making process. She's just not sure if she's cut out for this. Is this worth all this stress? Have you seen yourself in that point? Now, finally, Sarah says, well, we need to grow this business. I need to grow my business. I need to make more money. So I really want to expand my client base. And I really wish to attract higher profile clients so I can not only expand my reach in the cake artistry industry, but make more money effectively. What happens is Sarah actually doesn't have the business resources that she wants to have, or she maybe she doesn't even know she needs to have, because she's a solopreneur, as many of us. Do you know this term, solopreneur? Because you have the entrepreneur, but you have the solopreneur. It's like people like us who work from home and we're trying to figure out everything by yourself. So Sarah has limited access and guidance to support and developing effective business strategies in the process, because nobody told us that we need to know business in order to have a business. We thought, oh, I make cakes, I can sell the cakes and have a business. No, you need the business knowledge. Have you identified with any of the things that I just mentioned? Do you see yourself as a Sarah? Maybe not age 32, maybe 40, 45, which is even worse because you're like, aha, I have time against me. What do I do? I'm not going to be here. I mean, I'm just tired of trying to make this happen. I'm not getting any younger, and it's not happening for me. I mean, did you struggle with any of that? Time constraints, being overwhelmed, burnout, lack of clarity, self-doubt, limiting business resources. All of that goes to the same point. You need time to put all of this into practice, because one of the things is like, okay, let me take a business course. Yes, let me work on my mindset and find maybe help, not only a coach. I can find maybe a psychologist, or somebody, or I don't know, a motivational speaker that I can go to a class and make myself feel better and not have so much self-doubt. I can meditate to have more clarity. I can rest and go to the gym so I don't feel overwhelmed, burnout. And all of this is great, but when am I going to do all of this if I have to bake cakes all week, and I have to call customers, and I have to answer inquiries, and I have to send emails, and I have to be on top of my taxes, and I have to take care of my family? So, yeah, all of that sounds great. So Sarah gets really pissed off. Sarah gets really mad. And Sarah decides, like, this is not worth it. I'm not making any money out of this. As much as I love my cakes and as much as I love cake decorating, this is not worth the stress. Because, yes, I know what I have to do, but I don't have time to do it, or either money or resources to do it. So, do you see my point? Everything comes to the point of the time management. Because, honey, my loved ones, my sweet, sweet, sweet friends, we all have the same 24 hours as everybody else. We just decide what to do with those 24 hours. So, yeah, the equation is not working in our favor. What we think we need to do. I mean, have you seen those reels or memes where you have like a mother running on her bath robe with I don't know, with some weights lifting and pushing the cart and cooking at the same time? It's like, yeah, I have everything on control. I have my life in control. I'm working out, exercising, taking care of my kid, reading, meditating, uh, and having a business and being productive and being a woman and looking pretty and do my nails. It's too much. It's too much. And it comes to the only equation that we can work with is the time management, because the knowledge is there, the business books are there, the coaches are there. There are thousands of exercise you can do to overcome self doubt and imposter syndrome. And I mean, there are thousand things that you can do to prevent yourself to getting tired or burned out. Yes, there's so many things, but that's the 24 hours that we have. We don't have any more. So we need help. We do need, Sarah needs help. That's why I am so passionate about time management. And yes, I know I talk about time management a lot, but that is why. Because at the end of the day, it's all about how do I put all of this in practice? I can't. It's too much. So here is where a coach like me, for example, I'm not pitching you my business. Maybe I am, but not on purpose. I just want you to understand the very important idea of seeking help, whatever it is. Okay. I have many friends who are coaches too. I can recommend books, I can recommend you many things, but the point is find help. Okay. So in the next part, I'm going to tell you, in case you're interested, how can I help you with organizing your time more effectively? The new issue of Delicious Magazine is out. Delicious Magazine, a must have international cake, cookie, and sugared art magazine, both digital and prints. This monthly magazine is filled with interviews, tutorials, competitions, and giveaways, business information, cake collaborations, the latest trends, and information on your favorite sugar art decorating products. Delicious Magazine also features your cakes every month in our Let's Get Social feature. Go to the link in the description of this episode to purchase your monthly copy, or you can save up to 45% when you sign up for an annual subscription. Pay once and get a whole year of magazines sent to you directly on your email. You can also pay monthly and save 20% of every issue. There are no tie-ins or contracts, and you can cancel at any time. Thank you, Delicious Magazine and Kelly, for sponsoring today's episode of the Art K Coach podcast. Well, my sweet friends, I am back with you here on today's episode about time management, but from the point of view of my target audience, my avatar. I talked to you about Sarah. She's about 32 and she's been in business for a while, but she wants to really take it seriously, grow her business, grow her clientele, ask for more money, or charge more money for her cakes, but she really doesn't know where to start. I mean, Sarah could be any of us at any age, because our cake industry has people from all ages. We can have people who has been in the industry for a long time and still haven't figured out this. We can be cake artists with, I mean, awards and recognition, but still not sure about how to manage or improve our business or really price correctly so we can make a profit out of it. There is so many cases in our cake industry because, like I said before, we are solopreneurs. We work from home, most of us. We have small businesses, so there's nothing really that shows otherwise. So we just keep going. We just keep going as much as we can until we are either burnout and we decide to throw the towel, or we search for help and we change the course of our cake business. So, like I mentioned before, in this part, I want to share with you how can I help you, or any coach can help you. Sorry, overcome all of the points that we mentioned that Sarah struggled with. So, one of the things she struggled with is time constraints. So, what do we do? What can I do for you? I can offer you time management strategies. However, the first thing that I would work with Sarah would be for her to understand the basic principles of time management, which is the opposite to what everyone has been saying for all these years, which is be more effective by doing more, or be more efficient by doing more. Is actually about what many of us heard before: work smart, not harder. It's about allocating the time correctly to the tasks that need to be done, prioritizing, understanding the time is limited, time is finite, and the only thing that we can control is what to do with the time, and not the amount of task and the amount of tasks that we can put into an hour, instead of trying to stretch that hour on the behalf of our health and mental health, physical health, and our business. So, what is Sarah looking for? She's looking for practical techniques, tools that can optimize her time, prioritize tasks, and create efficient workflows. All of that I can give it to you, but you can find this in any library. I mean, you can find books about prioritizing, about efficient workflows. I mean, search on Google and you will find great techniques to make you organize your time. However, if you don't work the issues behind time management, and the issues behind time management is how we see time, how we see ourselves facing that time, how much we stress over the fact that time is passing by and we haven't done enough, and so on and so forth, because there's so many things that can come up into a time management session, from your imposter syndrome, feeling not good enough, feeling procrastinating because you're not feeling your 100%, because you're scared about the task that is in front of you. All of this is part of a time management strategy. Like I said before, understanding the principles of time management. Yes, getting all of the techniques and all of the tasks and all of the workflows in place. Yes, we need to work on that as well. But if you don't work the issue that is not making you work your time correctly, nothing's going to change. Doesn't matter how many techniques you can try to put into practice, you're going to sabotage yourself and you're not going to move forward with your time management. And especially because this is not a cookie cutter, it's not the same for everyone. Not all the techniques work for everyone. So you have to find that point to say, this works for me and I can keep this for the long run. I can be consistent on this. Let's work on that. Okay. Another important thing, because you cannot manage time if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what your goal is, right? So goal setting framework is absolutely is as I mean, they go hand in hand with the time management strategy. Sarah would love to have a goal setting framework. She wants to a proven goal setting framework that will help her set meaningful and achievable goals for her cake artistry business. This all sounds so pretty, right? Meaningful and achievable goals. That sounds like I'm here in the world to make a change. Are you here in the world to make a change, or are you here to make your business work? Okay, that's something we need to work on. Meaningful. How do I know what's meaningful if I don't know what my business is? If I don't know what the values of my business are? And values, I'm not talking about, I'm here to support women. No, no. The value is, what is the outcome that you want from your business? I'm talking about like tangible value. Like, yeah, am I a business that is here for the long run, or I'm just having fun for a while because in maybe 2 years I will change my business or I will do something else. I'm not serious about this. Am I here to grow it and to make it profitable, or I'm here just, see what happened? Those are the values of your business. Values of your business, how much your business is worth. And it has to have some moral values with it. But the moral values at the end of the day is what you are. You are a responsible person. Your business is going to be responsible. You are a person who takes your client seriously, is going to prioritize your client. I mean, but it sounds beautiful. Oh, meaningful goals. You cannot change the world if you don't know what you're doing. You can't. So we need to work from micro, from small to big to macro. Okay. The thing is, society has been telling us, especially the younger generations, that you're special. I'm sorry, this is gonna sound really bad. Maybe because I'm close to 50 and I'm like, I don't care anymore. But younger generations are being told that they're special, that they're here to change the world, that what you do is who you are, that your business is what defines you. It's good that you have in mind that your business is as important as you as a person. Yes. That you take it seriously. Yes. That's absolutely important. But it's not who you are. Who you are as a person doesn't have anything to do with how you make money. I call it my hunting, gathering work, right? And you can help a lot of people without wanting to change the world. Help yourself first. You know, the plane, when the mask comes down, you put it on you first and then on others. Help your family, help your neighborhood before you change the world. So meaningful doesn't have to be or meaningful goals doesn't have to be I'm going to change the entire face of the earth and the world and make it a better place for you and for me, like Michael Jackson. No, it could be I'm going to be true to what I believe, and I'm going to share that with my clients, and I'm going to give them the best experience that I have, and I'm going to make the best cake that I can make. That could be meaningful. So part of the goal setting framework is to really understand what you can do and how meaningful you can be, and the you know let's say in the micro, in the small part, so it can grow later. Okay. And achievable, because everything sounds so pretty, but if you cannot achieve it, I mean, you can set all these beautiful meaningful changing the world goals, but are you really going to do it? There's people in this world who's here to do that, and I'm grateful for them, but not everybody's here for that. So what are you capable of doing? And again, if we don't know where we're going, if we don't know what goal we're setting, if we don't know this is my destination, how are we going to understand, or how are we going to organize our time around that goal? So it goes hand in hand. And of course, Sarah will need mindset coaching, because Sarah desires support, and she wants to be positive. She wants to have like a positive mindset. She wants to overcome all her self-limiting beliefs, like procrastinate, lack of motivation, feeling that you're not good enough, imposter syndrome, all of these things that we are, we have heard so much about this. The thing is, none of this is new, but nowadays people are paying attention to that, because we realize that this is actually harming the result of your business, not only in your personal life, because it's not only harming you in your personal life, it's harming your business as well. So we need to tackle that. Again, doesn't matter how many frameworks of goal setting I give you, or how many strategies in time management I give you, if you do not realize why you're procrastinating, if you don't realize why you're not motivated, if you're not really honest with yourself, the only way, I said it on the AI episode, the only way to understand or to face what's coming or to face changes is to know your flaws. Identify them, know them, own them. This is my flaw. I'm not working. This is not working for me. Why? Why am I a procrastinator? Why am I not wanting to be consistent? Why? We don't ask ourselves enough whys. We don't ask ourselves anything anymore. We just see one reel on social media and it's like, oh, this is the answer to all my problems. No, go deeper. Ask yourself, what's happening? Maybe it's an educational thing. You have seen your parents or your family fail so many times that you feel like you don't know anything but failing. I've seen it in my case, creating my own business. I was like, no, it's going to fail, because that's what I saw in my parents. It's going to fail. That's what I saw in one of my parents. My other parent, my mom, she was like, oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it and see what happens. It's going to work eventually. If it doesn't work, we'll do something else. So I learned that from her. And I just keep doing it and see what works and what doesn't work. But it's there. I mean, all of these things are there in our mind telling us, you're either not good enough, or you're procrastinating, or it's too much work. Let me just procrastinate because it's too much work. You know, paralysis by analysis. I'm going to analyze this. I'm going to learn so much. That's another thing, guys. That is like confession time. I get to the confession time in my podcast. This last week, actually, after I came from my summer break, I'm on fire. Like, I've been doing a lot behind the scenes. You probably don't see me out there very much, but I've been working a lot. And yeah, it's like I feel like all of the knowledge that I've been gathering, it's finally coming together to something tangible. It's great. I mean, I feel really good about that. And it's funny because I was talking to my husband about that, and he was like, what are you doing differently? I said, I stopped procrastinating by analysis and gathering knowledge and put it into practice, because I was hooked on gather knowledge, and it was a way of procrastinating. Well, I need to know more. Have business. I bought a book. Let's say I bought a book about business knowledge. Read the book. This is great, but I need another one. And then I need a course, and then I need a coach, and then I need and until the coach said, you have the knowledge, so why are you not putting it into practice? What's going on? And I went deeper, and I was like, oh, I'm procrastinating because I think it's going to fail no matter how much. And if I don't have the safety net of the knowledge, it's going to fail. And then I remember my mom, just do it, see what happens. So yeah, if you don't go deeper, all of this is to tell you, if you don't go deeper into what really is causing the problem, what really is causing all of these issues, your time management. Because what happens is, if there's no problem, if there's no issue that is causing all of this, it would be natural to you and you wouldn't need any of this. Time management for me was natural because I didn't have an issue with time management. I didn't. I was like, for me, it's like easy peasy. It's like, this is what I do. That's it. And keep doing it. My issue was with other things that were not working. So that's how I can help you, or that's how any coach can help you. It goes really into, so yes, you will say, oh, but hiring a coach or paying a coach, it's too much money. Give it a try. Ask for, I've been saying it here on the podcast. There's a free discovery call. We can sit down. We can talk about it. And believe me, my prices are not that high. They're not. Are affordable. I really want to help you. But if you don't give yourself that chance, there's no way. I mean, it doesn't matter how much you read. If you don't get to the point, to that little part in there that's like, oh, the root, this is the cause of the problem, nothing is going to change. So how do I approach time management? First of all, by learning and understanding time management principles. Like I said before, okay, it's not cookie cutter. I mean, there are principles that you need to know. Time is finite. Like I said it before, I'm not going to repeat it myself, but yes, there's some principles to understand about time management. So you would know your equation, right? Then what I love to do with my coaches is to visually allocate time. Understand you have 24 hours available. And there are exercises that we do about that. We visually allocate time to different tasks so you can see with your own eyes. It's not like it's in your head. No, you can see it with your own eyes that there are things that can be done and things that cannot be done in one day. From there, we create a plan that could be a weekly calendar. I mean, I go from a yearly goal set to a monthly milestone organizations, board. Then we go to a weekly calendar. Then we go to a to-do day. We go from macro to micro in order for you to understand this is what you have to do daily to get to point B. We learn to prioritize. We learn to implement an efficient workflow. Like I said, from a year goal to your to-do list. We go further. We go to 5-year points to a to-do list. And then we implement the things we talk about. We see the results. We identify if it works, and if it doesn't work, we adapt and we keep doing it again until we find the method that is the best for you. because, like I said, this is no cookie cutter. It is not the same for everyone. And I cannot tell you, oh, use this method. This is going to be your solution. And it's one, two, three. That's it. No, it's not. It goes deeper than that. So in the next part, I'm going to share with you some of the testimonials of people who have worked with me and how you can work with me to organize your time and, like Sarah, benefit from an improvement on time management, enhance your productivity, set achievable goals, develop a winning mindset, and expand your client base. Hello, my sweet friend. Let me invite you to subscribe to the Art K Coach podcast exclusive content platform. By becoming a member, you'll get exclusive monthly content and access to audio classes and workshops on goal setting, time management, social media posting, pricing mindset, and teaching. Get access to exclusive bonus content for only €2.99 a month. Check out the link to subscription platform on the description of this episode. Let me help you on your cake journey and coach you for success here at the Art Cake Coach podcast. Hello, my sweet friends. I am back with this episode on coaching you with time management. And I've been working uh, this past year with a few cake artists who have given me the honor of helping them with their not only their time management, just to coach them in general. There not been too many, but all of you who have been my coaches in this past year and a half, 2 years, have helped me also let's say, giving me the confidence to know that what I believe in my head that works can actually works and can help other people. You have validate my work. You have validate what I'm capable of doing, and I want to give a big shout out to you in the other side because you have made me a better coach. You have made me more aware of my capabilities. You had given me the confidence to help more people. And as important as I'm saying, find a coach or find help, as important as that is important for us as coaches because in Cake for and Stay Creative, I'm always nice and everybody's like, oh, you're the best. So I can really get into your head like, oh, I'm the best, Yeah, everybody loves me. But when you really work one-on-one with a person and that person can be open to you, vulnerable, and you find that middle ground of respect and really getting to the point that I'm here to help this person, and especially when I see results. When I see results, when I look back and think of how my coaches started and how far they have come, it makes me really proud of you guys, and it makes me proud of myself. It makes me not proud. It sounds bad. It gives me confidence to keep going. So I have to thank you, and I'm going to give a shout out. Give me just a second because I have my notes here. I'm going to give a big shout out to the people that I've worked with this year, which has been Diana, Lucas. Thank you so much. I know you're listening. Lisa, thank you so much as well. I'm going to read today your feedback because you gave me to your feedback a while ago. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to tell the story of why. Marilia, also, thank you so much. I mean, there's so many people from the Latin American community that I've helped too, but they don't listen to the podcast in English. But anyway, Clara and Valeria, and thank you so much. Emin, I hope if you're listening, I really hope that we could have worked a little bit longer, but I know that I know how much you have come out of your shell, so that is great too as well. Erika, we're working out together, so yeah, It's been an honor for me to work with you guys. It's been an honor to see you grow, to see you come from self doubt and shyness and all of the issues that you started, and to see you grow and thrive and be more sure of yourself. It's been an honor. It's been an honor for me to see your business prosper, to see you with more clarity. So thank you for giving me your time to help you and to work with you. And funny thing is, Lisa, who worked with me, I think it was the beginning of this year, if I recall correctly, or last year, end of last year, beginning of this year. She started working with me because of a giveaway. I think, Lisa, correct me if I'm wrong. And she gave me a beautiful feedback. And the funny thing is, she gave me the feedback a while ago, and I could have been bragging about this feedback everywhere, but I haven't. Because, like I mentioned before, we all need help, and some part of me was like, "Oh, I'm so proud that I help her," but the other part of me was like, "I still don't believe it." It's like, this is too good to I'm not that good. This is too good to be true. Um, do I It was like I was afraid of putting the comment out there somehow, because it was going to make it real. I don't know if you follow it. It's crazy. And I worked with my coach about that. And she said we need to put that comment out there. We need to make it real. Because it's comfortable, and again, confession time. It is so comfortable to be where I am right now, like in the comfort of my room by myself with my computer in front of me. I'm even in my jean clothes because I went for a walk. My hair is a mess. I look no makeup. I look awful today, and I'm like, but this is comfortable. Nobody's looking at me. Nobody's seeing me. So it's like a comfort zone that you don't want to get out to off. And putting your business out there is so getting out of your comfort zone. It's so making yourself vulnerable. And somehow, for me, sharing that comment was putting my business out there and making myself vulnerable. But like I said, I've been working, especially last week, I've been working in making things happen. And like, okay, like done, done, done. When you just do it and it's done. Don't look back. It's done. Don't look back. Like, the framework is done. The structure is done. The papers are done. Everything is done. It's just put it out there and say it out loud. You have a coaching business. And so, yeah, I was like, I was comfortable here where, all of my cake friends will come to my coaching, and maybe some giveaways. So, yeah, it's not really business. I'm just helping everyone. I'm just testing it. It's so comfortable, that part. I'm just testing to see if it works. But yeah, it's time to put it out there. So I'm going to share the comment with you. I'm sorry. All of this just to share a comment. So Lisa said, I recently had the privilege of receiving 4-hour complimentary business coaching sessions with Christina after winning a contest. Despite her being relatively new to the field, the impact she had on my journey was profound and immensely beneficial. As a cake decorator at a crossroads, I was grappling with whether to transition into a new artistic career path or delve deeper into digital product and teaching cake making courses. Christina helped me navigate this pivotal decision by thoroughly understanding my motivations and guiding me through the steps needed to achieve my goals. One of the standout aspects of Christina's coaching was her flexibility. My schedule is extremely hectic, yet she was always accommodating, adjusting our sessions time as necessary. This understanding approach made the coaching process smooth and stress-free. That was the idea, sweetie. Christina also provided actionable homework. I love homework. I'm a teacher. I love homework. After each session, which was instrumental in helping me make tangible progress. Initially, the session felt almost therapeutic as I had a lot of unpacked. By the third session, I had gained clarity and a clear vision for my future. What started as a professional coaching relationship evolved into a genuinely friendship. Christina's empathetic and insightful nature created a trusting environment where I felt comfortable sharing and exploring my inspirations. By our last session, I felt quite equipped, confident in the path ahead. I highly recommend Christina Business Coaching services to anyone in need of guidance and clarity in their professional journey. Her dedication, flexibility, and genuine care make her an exceptional coach. Oh, thank you, sweetie. She said, "Thank you, Christina, for helping me find the direction and for being a wonderful guide and friend along the way." Oh, I consider you my friend too, sweetie. Thank you so much for your kind and beautiful words, and for making it real, Lisa. You're making it real for me. You're actually giving me that push that I also need, because that's the beautiful thing. Um, it's not one way. This coaching thing is not just me helping you. You are helping me as I help you. What was the line from a movie? Help me, help you. And so, yeah, you are helping me as well. Become better, learn along the way from your needs and from what works for you, because every case is different. Through my 20 something years as a teacher, I've learned so much from my students. And now I'm learning so much from all of you. So, thank you so much, Lisa. I can only say thank you and how honored I am that you have let me help you. Um, and I only wish you the best and most success on all of your endeavors. And soon I'm going to have my sweet friend Deanne here, or Diane. I always miss it. I keep changing your name, sweetie. I'm sorry. And we were working together for so long, but she's gonna be here in the episode because I want her to share how much she has evolved as a cake artist, as a baker, and how the sessions had helped her, and all the beautiful things she does. So, how to work with me? If you want to work with me or with any coach, first thing you need to do is to take a deep look at yourself and understand. Yes, I need help. I cannot do it by myself. First step. Second step, find the help that, and I'm going to be absolutely honest, first of all, that you can afford, because the idea with the help is that it's not a stress. And there's so much knowledge out there in so many ways. The only difference is some ways are faster and more efficient than others, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get to an end result. I started my journey only on freebies and books because that's what I could afford. Then, when I saw that, okay, I'm getting some results, but I'm not getting the full result, then I move on to courses. Okay, I'm getting a better result, but not the full result that I want. That's when I moved into coaching. So, if that is your process, I respect it and I absolutely understand it, because that's the way I started. If you want to work directly with a coach, the main difference is first of all, is tailored to your needs, to your specific needs. It's not cookie cutter, and it's really effective. In a short period of time, you can really achieve results. Okay, you have to put up the work like everything else, but you can really achieve results. If you want to give yourself a chance, it's very easy. In every episode, there is a link for a free discovery call with me. It's half an hour. We sit down, you tell me all about yourself, and we talk a little bit about the way I work, the way you need to be helped. And if we can meet in the middle, I will propose a coaching program for you. Only if we can meet in the middle. If I can see that I'm not the right fit for you, I will tell you, look, I think when you need this, look for this person. I will help. I will gladly recommend it to somebody else. If you feel like, oh, I don't like the way I don't like her approach, be honest with me. It's like, I'm not ready to work with you just yet. We won't work together. And the discovery call is absolutely free. I just want to know you and what are your needs, and see if we're a good fit to work together. And if that's so, then I will tell you about the coaching program, how much it is. And believe me, it is an investment, but you're not going to be broke after investing in yourself, because that's actually not the idea. So, you know, click on that link, get to a discovery call, find out if I can help you. And if you relate by any chance with all of the things that I mentioned about Sarah, there might be something you need help with. So let me know and I can help you as much as I can. And I would love, love, love for you to thrive, for your business to grow, and for you to be the best cake artist that you can be. That's what I love for you to be. So, thank you so much for listening to the Arcade Coach podcast once again. I know I'm talking about it again about time management, but as you can see, it all had a purpose. Thank you so much to all my coaches and for your beautiful testimonials. Thank you, Lisa. And soon, Deanne is going to be here in the podcast. Thanks to all of you for making me a better person and making me a better coach. And as always, my friend, stay safe and stay creative. I will see you next week. Bye bye. As your K coach, I am here to help you. If you want to go a little bit further in your journey to organize your time, set clear goals, maybe teach, work on your mindset, or set a roadmap for results, especially for results and success, I am here for you. Why don't you book a free discovery call with me? I will be leaving the links here in this episode so we can chat, we can talk about what you really need, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other. Remember, I have just one mission in this cake world. First is to unite the cake community as one and to make you, my cake artist, my sweet friend, understand the importance of investing in you. Like I said, I will be leaving the links here in the description of this episode so you can book a 30 minutes free discovery call with me. And just remember, in case nobody said this to you today, I do appreciate you and I want you to stay safe and stay creative.